Jimin and Jungkook's departure date for Japan has now become a hot topic of discussion that is spreading rapidly, sparking a wave of speculation and enthusiasm among global fans. Not just regular travel news, this information feels like it has its own weight because it appears in the middle of an important phase of their journey as individuals and as part of BTS. The way this news unfolds, slowly but consistently, makes it feel even more real and significant. Initially, this issue arose from small, barely noticeable changes. Some fans noted a deliberate schedule adjustment, while others observed Jimin and Jungkook's later activity patterns felt more purposeful and organized. There was no official announcement, no overt confirmation, but those scattered pieces of information eventually led to one big conclusion: a departure date for Japan had been set. The fact that the date has already been decided gives a strong signal that this trip is no longer just a plan, but an agenda that is really ready to be carried out. Japan itself is not a foreign destination for Jimin and Jungkook. This country has a special place in the course of BTS's career, witnessing various important moments, from big concerts to emotional interactions with fans. But this time, the nuances are noticeably different. This journey is seen not only as a professional activity, but also as a transitional space, a place where Jimin and Jungkook can reorganize their energy, emotions, and perhaps the direction of their steps forward. The setting of the departure date marks the seriousness and clear purpose behind this trip. Many fans see Jimin and Jungkook's relationship as one of the warmest and most sincere bonds within the group. The two are known to support each other, both on stage and in private moments that are rarely exposed. The decision to set a joint departure date for Japan reinforces the view that this trip has emotional, not merely logistical, significance. There is an impression that this is the time they choose thoughtfully, as if wanting to make sure that every step is taken at the right moment. Speculation is growing rapidly. Some suspect this trip is related to a special project. Others see it as part of a process of reflection and recovery after a long period of pressure and spotlight. Japan, with its mix of modernity and traditional tranquility, is often considered an ideal place to find balance. For Jimin, who is known to be sensitive and emotionally deep, the atmosphere of Japan can be a space to calm the mind. For Jungkook, who is always hungry for new experiences and challenges, this trip can be a source of fresh inspiration. What makes this story even more interesting is the reaction of fans. The setting of the departure date creates a real sense, as if the countdown has begun. The discussion no longer revolves around whether they will leave, but rather what will happen once they arrive in Japan. Every little detail is analyzed, every possibility is enthusiastically discussed. Japan went from being just a location to a symbol of something bigger, a chapter ready to open in a broader context. The trip is also read as a signal of Jimin and Jungkook's maturity and independence. They are at a point where every decision has a layer of meaning, both for themselves and for fans. Setting a departure date means they're ready for whatever awaits, whether it's a creative project, a reflective moment, or simply time to breathe away from the hustle and bustle. Interestingly, the way this information spreads feels so calm, almost in line with the character of the trip itself. No excessive thrills, no forced drama. It is precisely this calm that makes the news feel deeper. As if Jimin and Jungkook wanted to say that not all big things have to be announced out loud. Some are simply lived with conviction for many fans. Japan is now a backdrop for an emotionally charged imagination. They imagine Jimin and Jungkook walking the quiet streets of the city, chatting carefree, or enjoying simple moments that they rarely get. In the shadow, this journey became a symbol of friendship, trust, and courage to move forward. In the end, Jimin and Jungkook's departure date to Japan wasn't just about time and place. It is about preparedness, about conscious choices, and about journeys that may leave a long emotional trail. The world probably won't know all the details of what happened there, but one thing is for sure: this news has ignited great curiosity and hope. Japan is now waiting, and along with it, a new story is ready to begin for Jimin and Jungkook. Word spread that Jimin and Jungkook's departure date for Japan had been set. The narrative about this trip continued to grow and develop in the public mind. There is a strong impression that the decision was made not spontaneously, but through a long consideration that involved many aspects, ranging from emotional conditions, personal needs, to the dynamics of the career they were living. Setting a date is an important sign that the planning phase is over, and now all that remains is a step forward. Many fans rate this moment as a moment of silence before something big happens. Jimin and Jungkook are known as two figures who often show depth of emotion in their works and interactions. When both chose Japan as the destination, with the dates locked in, there was a feeling that this trip was a safe space to tidy up thoughts and feelings. Japan, with its unique rhythm of life, offers a balance between the bustle of the city and the tranquility of quiet corners, something that is often sought by those who live under constant spotlight. Behind all the speculation, there is also a more personal reading. This trip is considered a rare moment of togetherness, where Jimin and Jungkook can go through the days without great demands. Setting a departure date gives the impression that they really want to make sure the time is not interrupted by anything else. This is not a trip inserted between busy schedules, but a deliberately prepared time, as if confirming that togetherness and tranquility are priorities. Discussions among fans are moving in a more reflective direction. Many see this journey as part of their maturing process. Jimin and Jungkook are no longer teenagers just entering the industry, but two individuals who have gone through various pressures and expectations. Setting a departure date for Japan feels like a tacit statement that they are ready to take control of their own rhythm of life, choosing when to move and when to pause. Not a few also associate this trip with the possibility of the emergence of new inspiration. Japan is often a source of ideas for many artists, from music to visuals. For Jimin, who is known to be expressive and sensitive, the atmosphere of Japan can be a mirror for feelings that have been penned up. For Jungkook, who has always wanted to grow and experiment, this journey could open up new perspectives that would later be reflected in his works. Setting a departure date seems to be the beginning of a creative process that is still hidden. Interestingly, the public reaction to this news tends to be empathetic. Instead of demanding details or certainty, many fans instead chose to respect Jimin and Jungkook's personal space. There is a collective awareness that not all travel should be fully understood by the public. Simply knowing that they are stepping calmly and purposefully has given a sense of relief and happiness. Over time, this news about the departure date turned into a kind of emotional countdown. Each day feels closer and closer to the moment when Jimin and Jungkook will truly be in Japan, living days that may be simple but meaningful. Fans' imaginations kept working, imagining the little moments that might happen, the conversations that weren't heard, and the decisions that might be born in the middle of the journey. In the end, Jimin and Jungkook's departure date to Japan became more than just information. He incarnated into a symbol of readiness, calmness, and hope. In a fast-paced world, this news reminds us that there is value in choosing your time carefully, in walking unhurriedly, and in preserving the meaning behind each journey. Japan is now not just a destination, but the setting for a story waiting to be lived, a story that may never be fully revealed, but will always be felt in Jimin and Jungkook's journey forward.